I love that new intro. I didn't notice we were going to have a new intro, but how about that? It's Halloween season, very spooky. I'm not going to do anything like that, of course. Don't have my Halloween costume with me. Don't have any Halloween props either. Looking around the studio, nothing around here for Halloween, but don't worry, we have a lot of stuff to talk about, including kind of a special, which I'm going to save some time for at the end. So let's go quickly. UFC 254, Ankalaev versus Cutelaba. And Magomed Ankalaev won the fight with a knockout first round, 2 knockdowns on Ion Cutelaba, and more significant strikes. Then he had Warren Murphy against Oya Shakirova. But don't worry, don't have to pronounce that name because Warren Murphy won in the second round with a submission. It was close throughout both the rounds. Murphy had 1 takedown, of course. Then we helped Turcotte win. Jacob Malkoun versus Philip Hawes. Hawes won 19 seconds into the fight. He struck Malkoun 7 times, and all of them right to the head. They have Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris. Volkov won with a knockout. Fight concluded in the second round. Had more strikes and significant strikes than Walt Harris, and there were no knockdowns or submission attempts. Then we have Robert Whitaker versus Jared Cannon here. And Whitaker won the fight in all 3 rounds. And he won via the decision. Had more strikes and significant strikes than Cannon here. Now the advantage for most of the fight. I believe this is that looks like T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, except I don't think that's actually where it is, considering the fact that there are no masks. But anyways, now time for the big fight. The big fight. It was Khabib versus Justin Gaethje. And Khabib won the fight, undefeated, 29-0-0 as he retired after the fight. What a great job right there. I can already tell that looks like a video game right there, but no. He had less strikes than Justin, but he got the submission attempt, worked out perfectly. There it is, UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. And, 2 takedowns on 3 attempts. And, of course, after the fight, Khabib retired. Undefeated, 29-0-0. And he is one of the greatest fighters UFC has seen in its history. What a great job right there. Of course, not too many fans were there to watch because of the pandemic. Of course, UFC still going on strong, and he can hold on to that belt for as long as he can. NASCAR playoffs, we have the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 500. Race hasn't started yet. It was supposed to be Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, and now today, but it's being pushed back to 5. We've had a long run of no rain in the season up until now, which has been delayed 3 days up to Wednesday. Kevin Harvick hit the wall at 29. Only cautions were for competition, of course, and weather. 52 laps have been completed. Quinn Boyer currently in the lead. Jimmy Johnson second. Eric Jones in third. Some big news out there for NASCAR. Some changes out there. It's that Bubba Wallace, of course, no longer going to be for Richard Petty Motorsports. He will be for 23XI, a joint team led by Michael Jordan, the NBA legend, and Denny Hamlin, the great NASCAR driver. And, of course, Michael Jordan has to be number 23, so therefore Bubba's number 23. Kyle Larson earlier today is coming back to NASCAR. Going to be driving that number 5 car. For those that don't remember, back in April when the season was off, said a really bad racial slur that you should never say, like never. Caused him to miss out on the entire season. Hendrick is giving him a second chance. He'll be driving number 5 next year. Of course, Matt Kenseth is his replacement, number 42. So, of course, that's all for NASCAR. Of course, standings haven't changed. Next week at Martinsville, and after that, Phoenix, and then the season's over. That's going to be sad. The World Series finished. Game 2, Rays won 6-4. Nick Anderson won. Tony Gonsolin lost, and Diego Castillo got the save. Tony Gonsolin's day was done after 1.1 innings. Brandon Wow didn't have 1, but 2 home runs. Joey Wendell had 3 RBIs, and Will Smith and Corey Seager hit home runs for the Dodgers. Dodgers had a tying run at the point in the 8th inning, but couldn't get the job done. Game 3 was a Dodger victory, 6-2. There they are at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. It looks like a giant barn that ate Tropicana Field for breakfast. Yummy. Walker Buehler won, Charlie Moore lost. Los Angeles was up 5-0. That guy right there, Justin Turner, hit a home run. First inning. Walker Buehler went 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, gave up 3 hits. Mookie Betts stole his 4th base of the series, and Randy Arozarena hits another home run because he is that darn good. 8 home runs in postseason at the point. Then a wacky Game 4 of a finish. Rays won it 8-7, and went out to be one of the greatest and craziest endings the MLB has seen. We'll get to it later. John Curtis won, Kenley Jansen lost. Justin Turner doing Justin Turner things by hitting a home run in the first inning. Randy Arozarena, what else do you expect out of him? Number 9 in the postseason with a mammoth home run by the Rays star pitcher. And he's just been the man. Took Julio Urias deep. And we're told 6 home runs. There's Randy going oppo. He's really good. So here's what happens. It's 7-6, bottom of the 9th. Dodgers 1 out away, and here's what happens. Brett Phillips hits a bloop single in the center. The game is tied. Chris Taylor fails to field the ball, gets away from him, and then he throws on Will Smith, the catcher, and Will forgets the baseball. There it is right there. It's a base hit in his center. Randy's going to score. Stumbles down, almost pulls a Jack Cust, but then Will Smith forgot the ball. Randy slides into home plate safely. Brett Phillips running around wildly. Game 2 went to the Rays. It's 2-2. So then, Game 5. Dodgers became 1 win away with a big 4-2 victory. Clayton Kershaw won. Tyler Glasnow with the loss. And Blake Trinan with the save. Jack Pearson had a 2-run home run in the 6th inning. Tampa scored 2 runs in the 3rd inning. Manuel Margot was out on a close play. Max Muncy homered in the 5th. Kershaw went 5.2 innings, allowed 2 runs. And the Rays had a tying run at the plate in the 9th inning. And last night, Game 6, and the World Series was over. The Los Angeles Dodgers won it for the first time since 1988. They are the World Series champions for the 7th time in franchise history. Game started off with a Randy Arozarena home run, making number 10 for him in the postseason. 3 in the World Series, 2 back on the all-time record of Reggie Jackson in 1977 and Chase Utley in 2009. Of course, some say George Springer had 5 home runs in the World Series, but he was stealing signs. Boo, sign stealing. Sign stealers. So bad. Anyways, Blake Snell won 5.2 innings and 2 hits. Once he gives up hit number 2, Kevin Cash takes him out. What was Kevin Cash doing? I don't even know. That's just outlandish. Don't know what he was thinking at all. So yeah, that Mookie Betts doubles, and then a wild pitch by Nick Anderson that allowed Austin Barnes to score. And then Corey Seager had a fielder's choice, which led Mookie to score. And it became 2-1 Dodgers. And then Mookie hit a home run, became 3-1 Dodgers. And then in the end, they won. Julio Urias' 2.1 inning save of the Dodgers for the first time since 1988 World Champions. You know what happened in 1988 as well, the year the Dodgers, last time the Dodgers won the World Series? The Lakers also won the World Series. So you have the Lakers win the NBA Finals and Dodgers won the World Series in 88, and then they both do it again in 2020. Of course, LeBron very happy. Of course, Los Angeles will be celebrating, but yet again, due to COVID-19 and the coronavirus, of course, the pandemic, no party, no parade right now, but once it's done with, you can expect a huge party. Yes, sir, of course. Such a great job right there. And Justin Turner caught COVID. Oh, man, he tested positive for COVID. Then ran on the field to celebrate with his team without a mask and kissed his wife as well. Way to go, Justin Turner. Thank God the series was over, because imagine if he got COVID and they Game 7. Then what happens? Thank God the World Series ended by then. So, of course, Dodgers did it. First time in 32 years, and Dave Roberts proves that he is not a choker. Well, Kevin Cash has a lot of explaining for himself to do. A lot of explaining, considering how poorly Game 6 went. And 11,500 fans booed Rob Manfred, the little clown and little jerk he is. I wish I would have booed him if I were there. Tommy's picks, let's go. There's a lot of action going on. Just a little bit of the postseason that's going on in the OHSAA. Mentor beat Brunswick. Medina on a roll, upsetting St. Ives at St. Ives. Wildcats go down. Hoban Knights beating Mayfield. Warren Harding, big upset against Austintown. Hudson takes down Riverside. Benedictine beats Walsh in overtime. Highland falls to Avon, 35-14. Avon Lake ends North Royalton Cinderella run, 54-7. Brecksville beats Tara Barberton, 55-28. Both Massillon teams won. That's right, Massillon Perry 35-10. Massillon Washington 48-23. Chardon beat Geneva 57-13. Streetsboro beat Dover 54-21. Canfield Cardinals staying in it. Good win right there, 14-6. And New Philadelphia with a big win over the Aurora Greenmen. And no Final Four run for the Greenmen this year. 38-17. Columbian beat Revere 28-21. And Holy Name beat Bowling Green with a big upset, 24-21. And speaking of big upsets, what is West Holmes doing? Beating Padua Franciscan. What? 29-22. Now time for the NFL. Die Eagles, die 1, 22-21. As Daniel Jones was going 21 miles per hour. And it looked like he was going to score a touchdown, and then he tripped and fell. Because Daniel Jones is really bad. Like, what a loser. Steelers are winning now. They're 6-0, and they beat the Titans 27-24. A fan like me, my biggest nightmare. Meanwhile, the Washington football team beat the Cowboys 25-3. That means every team in the NFC East has 2 wins or less. Oh, my God. You have a horrible division. That just is pathetic. Pathetic. The Bills beat Fire Adam Gayson. What the heck are the Jets doing? 18-10. Saints beat the Panthers 27-24. Packers beat the Texans 35-20. Browns won 37-34. Baker Mayfield looking like God out there. Unbelievable. 5-2. Action 5-2. Based off the horrible video game. Action 52. How about the Browns? Baker Mayfield looked unbelievable towards the end. Big touchdown pass. Donovan, Mr. Peoples-Jones. That's right, Mr. Peoples out there. Looking great. And, of course, the Lions beat the Falcons 1,000 ways to lose. And they lose by getting a touchdown. Tyler Gurley got the football, and he forgot that he shouldn't have scored. He scored a touchdown. That's great. Falcons are winning. And then the Lions come back and got a touchdown the last play of the game. Matthew Stafford, T.J. Hawkinson. And then Cardinals beat the Seahawks 37-34 in overtime. DK Metcalf had a big defensive play, chasing down for a big interception, But Kyler Murray put video game-like stats with 48.1 fantasy points. And Tyler Lockett, 59 fantasy points. Insane. Beyond insane. Chargers beat Stinksonville 39-29. 49ers beat missing Tom Brady 33-6. So bad that Cam Newton got benched, replaced by Jared Stidham, only for Jeff Garcia. Remember that name, Cleveland? Jeff Garcia, to criticize Cam Newton, rightfully so, by the way, for spending too much time in his wardrobe and less time reviewing his playbook. Chiefs beat the Broncos at a snowy Mile High. Yes, snow in October. 43-16. Yeah, that's probably going to foreshadow something here. Tampa Bay, Tom Brady is now number 1 all-time in passing touchdowns with a 45-20 victory. And the Rams made the Bears look silly, 24-10. Gonna look at the Week 7 fantasy team. Josh Allen, 17.38 points. Derrick Henry, 15.5. Chris Carson, 5.1. Julio Jones, 17.7. Devontae Adams, 47.6 points. 196 receiving yards and 2 TDs. George Kittle, 10.5 with 55 receiving yards. Harrison Butker had 3 field goals. Good job. And the Bills Mafia, 14.6 sacks and 2 picks. That's Bills Mafia defense for you, my friends. 11-7 for October Madness, 1 point each. I got Medina only name correct for upsets. However, I predicted upsets for Highland North Royalton, but they ended up losing. And I didn't expect Padua or St. Vincent Mary or Austintown to lose. So that means I'm 67-37 within with 74 points. NFL went 7-7, 9 points, so I can upset 1. 65-38 and 1 so far with 74 points as well. Fantasy team, 141.78 points. Devontae Adams, 47.6. And of course with Highland, of course you can't mention Highland without the Highland Sports Network on YouTube. By the way, you need to, if you wanted to watch Highland action, just go on Highland Sports Network, of course. I don't know if I'll be able to announce. I talked with the athletic department today, and they said, and I came up with the idea, well, actually, the assistant principal came up with the idea at her school. Great guy, everyone there, great guys, but yeah, and like I should announce from my home, like what we've noticed out of ESPN, they announce from the studios or at home, like they give me the feed, and I'm watching on my computer, I'm live streaming it on my YouTube channel as well, and I'm announcing the game. Should be a win-win. Hopefully that happens, of course. They said we'll see. They said that they like it, and we'll see. Time to machine gun my way through this. Tommy's picks October Madness first. Division 1, Region 1. Mentor wins it. They end Medina's dream, or Mentor always has Medina's number, always. Hope is going to beat Benedictine. Hudson beats Harding. That's right, Harding ends. Avon's going to end Brecksville. And Avon Lake, long distance to Toledo. They'll beat Central Catholic. Perry against Little Center. Perry wins. Washington, Westerville. Washington wins. We'll have a Massillon championship. Chardon against New Philly. Gotta go with Chardon. Canfield beats Streetsboro in an upset. Ashland, Holy Name, gonna go with Ashland. Northwest beats Lake. Ursuline gonna be pulling Seminary. For Division 5, we're gonna go with Kirtland against Scarway. Kirtland wins. South Rangers gonna be Columbia Crestview. Mogador is gonna be an upset against New Middletown, Springfield. Wycliffe against Norwin. Gotta go with Wycliffe. And then Warren JFK against Dalton. Warren's going to win. Lucas against McDonald. Lucas is going to beat McDonald. Going to have some Big Macs and Chicken McNuggets as they beat McDonald. Okay. And now time for the NFL. NFL picks. Yes, there they are. Panthers against a team that has 1,000 ways to lose. Got to go with the Panthers. Because the Falcons are going to find a way to house it up. Ravens against the Steelers. This is a big game. But because the Ravens are home, I'm picking the Ravens. Again, no crowd, so you never know. So Free Willy, baby, gets the Rams. Tua is making his debut as a starter. Gotta go with the Rams, though. Chiefs against Fire Adam Gase, otherwise known as the Jets. Lock of the week is going to be the Chiefs. I mean, I am going to, next time I go to a Jets game, I'm going to pretend to be a fireman, hop on people's backs, and yell, Jets, suck, because they do. I mean, they're going to take for Trevor Lawrence. God bless poor Trevor Lawrence with a team that is doomed. Packers against Vikings. Vikings win. Lions are going to upset the Colts. They've been riding a hot wave. Browns are going to beat the tar out of the Vikings. Browns are going to beat the tar out of the Raiders, not the Vikings. The Raiders are going to lose. Bills against missing Tom Brady. Gotta go with the Bills. Patriots are really feeling upset. Seahawks against 49ers. Should be a good game. Gonna pick Seattle. Bears against Saints. Gotta go with the Bears. They're gonna find a stupid way to lose like they always do. And now, time for Die Eagles. Die versus we need quarterback. No, an NFC East matchup. I'm picking Die Eagles die. Giant losers against Tampa Bay. Gotta go with Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. Tied for Week 8 fantasy team. Tom Brady is my quarterback. Le'Veon Bell and Kareem Hunt is my running backs. DK Metcalf, Chase Claypool from the great country of Canada, as my receivers. Travis Kelce, tight end. Kicker Cody Parkey. Defense Green Bay. You think we're done yet? No! It's time for what I like to call Doomsday! Woohoo! Doomsday! Yeah, let's go. It's Doomsday. For those that aren't aware, this Tuesday is the election. And I'm going to try to be happy about this, but for those that have been living under rocks over the past year, I would just like to say you've been missing so much zaniness, so much. The election is Tuesday, which is bad. Well, you know what's worse is that a lot of people are aware that the people that are running for president aren't really the people we had in mind. I mean, I respect everyone's opinion, but everything's falling apart around us. Holy, the Ringling Brothers may have gone out of business, but there's a circus called Washington, called America. There's me on Tuesday, what I'm going to look like. I mean, by the way, this segment has been brought to you by voting. Try to find ways to vote. Please do so. And remember, it doesn't have to be president. It has to be, it can also be Senate, House, and local elections, too. So much stuff on the line, so please vote. Like, it's actually pretty fun, even though I'm not old enough. Well, it's easily been the worst year of all time. It's gonna get worse. Doomsday. Oh, man. That wasn't right. I was trying to find party horns, but oh well. The candidates. Well, I'm gonna try to be nice, but it's gonna be Donald Trump against Joe Biden. I don't think I should say anything else. Trying to be nice, but you know how I can describe this election? If you've ever wanted to see two beat up, really old cars that have no business in being driven, yet are still being driven in a race, it'll look a lot like the election. However, there's one person that can save us. Kanye West, the billion-dollar rapper for the birthday party. Unfortunately, almost nobody's going to vote for him. It looks like he's not going to win the election. There's a meme. There I am saying I'd love to vote for Kanye because Kanye is not Donald Trump and Kanye is not Joe Biden. Oh, man. Did you know that both candidates are over 70 years old and running for president, yet are probably unaware that they are running for president? They may seem to be the polar opposites, but they're also the same. The vice presidential candidates, meanwhile, sit there and think, please let this end, let me be president. So yes, yeah, we're doomed. Woohoo! We're doomed. Okay, that was fun, but still. What to do before the election? Panic! Panic is highly encouraged. Go shopping the weekend before the election because everyone else will when it's done. Hide in your house. Cry yourself to sleep. Pray that it doesn't end disastrously even though it's guaranteed to. Run around your house or neighborhood due to the sheer feeling of fear. Tell other people it's the end of the world. Tell other people it's 2020. Tell everyone that it's so bad that the sports guy on WCTV is talking about politics. What? Don't worry, I'm not going to do this next year during Election Day. I'm not going to do this next year during the election for the governor because Ohio isn't as crazy as national politics. And hopefully 4 years from now, I'm not doing this. Scream inside your house if you'd like to. Scream in a studio like myself. Remember to yourself that it can't get worse than this. Just kidding. After the election, it's bound to get worse. In all seriousness, I am kind of exaggerating this, but I'm actually still feeling kind of nervous. I mean, who isn't? Lock all the doors and windows so no one comes in case of riots and people yelling. This is going to be the worst election ever. Oh, man, oh, man. I mean, by the way, whatever you believe it is, perfectly fine by me, but we're doomed. It's the Tommy Maroon We're Doomed special. And don't worry, next week, hopefully by the time this election debacle is done with, hopefully it'll be done next week. Yet again, we don't know. Once again, trying to be very respectful for this. But still, we'll be back talking sports, and don't worry, no politics stuff, even though you might see me afraid because I'm like, oh no, this person won or the other person won. Personally, I really don't care because we're doomed. But the WCTV Clapper Awards are coming up soon. It's a virtual ceremony, November 19th, I believe. You can check it on their Facebook page where it will be live streamed from the beauty of everyone's house. Should be fun. Of course, WCTV is always great to see. It's always great. If you don't watch WCTV that much, I don't know what you watch because you got a lot of great stuff here. You got everything. It's everything Wadsworth, and it's everything local, and it's everything great. So, as you panic, make sure you watch WCTV. It might end the panic for you and may make you feel better. So please, in all seriousness, be extra smart when you're going to be panicking. Please don't be a COVIDiot. Don't be a Karen while you're at it. Just wear a mask and go crazy. That's all I have. Goodbye, everybody.